All politicians have some sort of political strategy that they use to obtain political power. Once you recognize that, you can learn to look out for particular things. One technique that I think is really important to go over is called populism. Now, populism is a bit of a contested topic. It can mean different things in different contexts, and there's different types of populism. Okay, but the type of populism that I am going to refer to is a particular political technique or rhetoric that the politician uses to obtain political power. Populism in its current form is associated with authoritarianism, and that's why I think it's really important for people to be aware of it and look out for it. So, in this technique, the politician will claim that they speak for the people and say that they are rallying against some sort of corrupt elite. So this political rhetoric splits a population into two groups, and those two groups are antagonistic to each other. The politician will claim that they are of the people, and once they get into office, a lot of times they will use that rhetoric where they claim that they speak for the people and backslide democratic norms. The technique kind of seems harmless at first glance, but is actually an exploit in liberal democracy. So do you see how if a politician claims that they speak for the people, that this actually removes separation that there is between the politician and the people in the population, right? The politician is the people, and therefore it can result in there being just the leader there, which is why it can be associated with authoritarianism. That's a key component to it, but there's a bit more than that. The populist politicians that you really want to look out for will also undermine trust in institutions that we need and rely on for liberal democracy to function properly. So that includes the media, universities, schools, the electoral system, sometimes law enforcement, and sometimes even courts. And the politician will do this by claiming that those institutions are partisan or that they're somehow lying to you. And so by undermining trust in those institutions, what will happen is that in the event that those institutions will try to speak out or otherwise hold the politician accountable for even doing heinously bad things or being corrupt, it means that people will be less likely to believe the institutions and will be willing to overlook those. All right, so I'm gonna end it there for this one. I barely scratched the surface on this topic, but I thought it's important for people to be aware of what populism is and to keep an eye out for it.